Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's you boys. I'm Rahlyx. And
I'm Scarfee.
Yeah.
And together we are your very inconsiderate and rude neighbors who refuse to give you back your sugar. And today we're going to be discussing TwitchCon.
Oh my god.
That was a new thing that I just introduced right now, and Colonel Rahlyx hasn't heard it yet, so there you go. That was his live reaction.
I love it.
That was my idea for how we would introduce ourselves on the future podcast episodes and stuff.
So just have random non sequiturs. I love that. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Just like whatever comes in your mind, just like say it.
I'm into it. We should absolutely make this a thing. I'm into it. Hello, everybody who is listening right now. Well, in the future, not right now because we're live and you can't just listen to audio live unless you are on mobile, I think. But to everybody who is just listening on Spotify or Apple or Google, today we are doing a live podcast where we are talking with chat. So if you are not subscribed or not subscribed but following our Twitch channel, you should probably do that. Right now we're streaming it at twitch.tv/RAHLYX_. And yeah, so yes. We're doing a live segment where we're going to be chatting with people live. So you're going to want to we'll read them out for the audio people, but you're going to want to watch the video for this or tune in live for the next one we do. So for those of you who are looking at the video and it says, Chipmunk's comment, you could just say you don't want us here. Bye-bye. Nice stream. Bye-bye. 'Twas fun, short and sweet. It's because I had to restart the recording or I had to restart stream because I can't have the same encoder for the video as I have for the stream. So, fun things like that.
It's really weird. I don't understand what happened. But in any case,
yeah, it's very...
we're just this is very experimental, so...
Yeah, bear with us. Don't say anything you wouldn't want your mother to see. Speaking of actually... This is... Oh, no, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that nothing out of this is going to be edited.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. So Chipmunk, all the pressure's on you to moderate the chat. Oh, bless.
Yep.
So speaking of only saying things that you wouldn't want your mother to, that you would want your mother to see, my mom recently discovered that I was doing this podcast. She didn't know I was doing it. I thought she was.
Ooh, okay.
And I was on the phone with her yesterday and she was like, what is this? What is this? Who is Scarfee? And I'm like, how did you knew I competed in Twitch Rivals, but you didn't know I had a podcast. What?
We're doing a really poor job promoting it, I guess.
I guess so. I guess I personally am. But, oh well.
Well, no, I also just don't want to be, super obnoxious about it. Hey, we have a podcast to, every single person that we talk to, and it's just
yeah.
Come on now.
True. Very true.
I know that some obnoxious marketing strategies work, but I don't.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be one of those people.
Yeah, exactly. So interesting. Okay. Bree's comment. She says, "My parents know who you guys are because of TwitchCon." What a brilliant segue into what I like. The meat and potatoes of this stream I want to talk about is the announcement of TwitchCon Online. And I'm really curious. The exciting thing about having this live, this was not planned at all, right? Because TwitchCon Online was announced maybe 4 or 5 hours ago, and we were planning on doing a live podcast anyway. The beauty of this is that we get to talk to y'all specifically about how you feel about TwitchCon Online. So we'll be getting to that in just a little bit here.
You guys can put that in chat. So. Meanwhile, I was just going to say that... This to the point of this not being planned is that we haven't tweeted from our podcast Twitter or anything like that.
Oh,
because this is very experimental, and we don't know how this is going to turn out or if it's going to be kept up. So if we do keep this up, we're in the future going to tweet from our podcast Twitter. Maybe we'll create a separate channel for podcast. I don't know. Depends on how everything goes. We're going to do. That, and in the future everything is going to be a little bit more planned and fleshed out. For now it's very experimental everything is like right here. I have to look at the reason you see me like doing this motion is because Rahlyx is on this screen, but the chat is on this screen, so I have to turn and look at what people are saying over there. And this results in me going like this all the time, so I'm sorry, but that's what has to happen for now, because otherwise I can't look at Rahlyx. So
I literally just caught it. It might have. Oh, I'm glad I caught it before anything happened. I forgot to pause the alerts. It would be really bad to just all of a sudden have like heavy rock and roll music out of nowhere pop up.
Okay.
Bless.
So I guess this TwitchCon announcement, we can tie it into our beginning segment of what day it is, and it's Monday. That's mostly the reason why we know is because of the Twitch announcement.
Yeah, true.
So that is like that is the theme for this podcast appeared literally 30 minutes before we started this.
Yeah, pretty much.
So by the time this comes out on Friday on all of the other platforms, it's going to be outdated.
Yeah. But you know what? That's okay. That's the beauty of a podcast, right? It's you don't go because it's like the most up to date news, right? You go because you're interested in what's going on, right? So it's a relevant topic, and you want some new some fresh sets of eyes on that perspective. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So yes, it is only Monday, Taylor. God, it feels. I wish it was Friday already. The weekend was very slow. Although I did build this. Hold on, I built this neat thing.
I say as if I've been doing anything this whole time. Like this whole weekend, the only thing I've been doing is reading Percy Jackson.
I built this last night. It's the the Mandalorian ship from Star Wars, from the Mandalorian.
For the people listening, it's a Mandalorian ship. Can you describe it for everybody?
It's the Razor Crest from Mandalorian. It's the big chunky Empire ship, but it comes with a Baby Yoda, and let me tell you, this Baby Yoda is like it's like a Lego canister size. It's so tiny. Baby. It goes on. Literally, it's designed to fit on the Mandalorian's hand. Oh God, I dropped him. He's gone. Man down.
Oh no!
Oh, no,
not the Baby Yoda.
I don't know where he went. Oh no!
Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda.
I found him. Crisis averted. We got Baby Yoda back.
I was providing background music while you were on the rescue mission.
Oh bless. All right, so we got Baby Yoda back.
Bless.
Hell yeah. If you guys don't know about our while we're kind of doing introduction stuff still. Also we have a new emote, the Bless emote. It's cool. Shout out to
I just recently noticed that was design. One of the that I just recently noticed that's what one of the words that you say almost all the time.
Literally, it's
and that's the South in you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one little part of the South that is in you coming out.
I've already forgotten what I was talking about.
Chipmunk, your mama singing with me. That's amazing.
Beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
Something I didn't. Yeah, if you guys, people who are listening and not watching, if you hear us calling out people's names and then responding, we will try our best reading fully what the people are saying and the full names. But if it's a little bit unclear, we're sorry. It's all very new. This is only the fourth episode. Fourth? Yeah, this is the fourth episode of the whole podcast. So I don't know what you guys expect.
Yeah.
It's only now that my set has finally come to its final form.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
assuming final form.
Well, and you're about to upgrade your lens too, so soon you'll be nice and blurry like me. Chipmunk says her mom says good night. Good night to Chipmunk's mom.
Good night.
She should put on the ADHD podcast to get herself to sleep. So
probably not the third episode, because there's a lot of very funny things that Grayson said. It's not gonna induce sleep. It's gonna most likely induce laughter, and that's not good for sleep.
Forehead must be this tall. Fucking Grayson, dude. Oh my God. Speaking of that specific thing, if you don't follow us on TikTok, we're joining all you Tic Tac Zoomers out there. All right. We're on TikTok. I don't know the because I don't use TikTok, but Scarfee does.
It's keeping it ADHD everywhere.
It's keeping it ADHD.
Like everywhere you want to find
every
us,
single platform.
We're everywhere. Yeah, it's
Love
everywhere the same.
I'm into it.
I wonder if the Twitch handle is free.
Probably. If I had to guess.
Now we say it like it is free now. 30 minutes later, we go to grab it. It's gone.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
It's like Aki's out there. He's like, I'm gonna grab it. It's mine now.
Somebody is gonna troll us about it. Like we just need to wait a little bit.
Yeah, bless. A lot of people are saying they want hair tips from you, Scarfee.
Oh. Literally my hair tips is don't care about your hair for 2 months in a row and then wash it once.
There you go.
That's literally it. No, well, for real, I do use shampoo and conditioner. My conditioner is it's like one of those, the coconut brand where they're like coconut milk, coconut oil, coconut body wash, that kind of thing. Like they're in a rounded white bottle. So I use both the shampoo and conditioner from them, and it's really good for my hair, especially because my ends, the ends of my hair were bleached.
Oh yeah.
So you have to kind of use conditioner so they don't just break off, and just brush through it often. That's the only thing I really do, but that's about all my hair needs, honestly.
There you go.
Soon I'm going to be dyeing it, and that's going to be a completely different story because I'll have to be washing it in cold water, then I have to put dye in my conditioner and have to use that to keep the color up. And Rahlyx's hair is green.
You think this should be my look from now on? Just
yeah.
like a skunk, kind of like Pepe Le Pew a little bit, just like...
Just for everybody at home listening, is the Rahlyx just brushed all of his hair forward, and he looks like he is an emo kid who just decided that he's emo, so he didn't grow his hair out yet.
Because I have a fade,
just brushed his
so the sides are shaved,
and it's just sitting on top of his forehead. And
everybody says no. Everybody says turn it off, get rid of it. All right.
Turn it off. Turn your hair off.
Have you tried turning your hair off and on again? Maybe that will be.
Put it in rice.
Yeah, put your hair in rice, and that'll fix it.
Yeah.
Bless.
But okay, one other hair tip that I could give maybe is that for real, anybody who is washing their hair often, don't try going like a week or two without washing it. It will get really dirty. I'm warning you, it will get really dirty. But what that does is helps you reduce the natural production of oils from your scalp. And that way, when the next time you wash it, it will stay clean longer.
There you go.
And also, it kind of it lets the natural oils sit in your hair a little bit longer. And the natural oils actually help the structure of your hair so it doesn't dry out.
Makes sense. Gotta reinforce that structure like anchor arms.
I did it unintentionally just because I was lazy and I didn't wash my hair often enough, but it all did the same thing. It all strengthened my hair, so I'm okay with that.
There you go. Dude, now is the time to do wild shit with your hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of quarantine. I was like, I don't have to go to the office until at least mid 2021, so I'm gonna dye my hair.
Yep.
Done. Let's do it.
Nobody's gonna see you for months,
except for everybody on Twitch. So that's perfect.
Your boss comes into your Twitch channel and fires you because you dyed your hair.
Don't put that evil on me, dude. I took a half day on Friday. I said I have a family thing. A family thing came up. The family thing was Twitch Rivals, which also thank you, Kate, for the invite. I'm very grateful.
Yeah. It was a really great thing.
That was a fun.
I was really excited for you,
dude. Twitch Rivals was a lot of fun. So we let me give some context. So Twitch Rivals, for those of you who might not know, is a competition where partnered streamers get assigned as team captains, and then they build a team of people on Twitch around them that they want to compete with. And then there's a big prize pool, and everybody goes ham trying to win, right? So we did Fall Guys. which is just one of my favorite games. If I mean, I talk about it every podcast. But so we did Fall Guys, and we won. We got a crown 4 out of 6 games that we played, and we came 8th, which should tell you right there how intense the competition was, that with a 67% win ratio, we still came 8th. Like, it was intense. It was such a blast, like genuinely so much fun. Like, everybody was there giving it their all, no shenanigans, except for when I got robbed of a placement when I had a tail in tail tag at the buzzer. Absolutely robbed.
There was a moment where yeah we're gonna edit this right in the middle of the podcast, but there was a moment where Rahlyx and Kate's team were playing tail tag, and at the very last second of the, like, right before the buzzer, Rahlyx dove into the other person and grabbed the tail, but the round ended and it didn't count.
Yeah.
So he just got eliminated, even though he did have a tail, was the qualifier.
Very frustrating
for anybody who doesn't know what that is.
Yeah. So the way the point system worked for the event was you get a point for everybody in your team that makes it to the final round, and then you get 5 points for getting a crown. So it was very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it was a total blast. Twitch Rivals was a lot of fun. I don't remember where I was going with this story. But yeah, no. So it was super fun. We came 8th. And shit, man, I lost my train of thought completely.
That is absolutely understandable.
Fine.
But we can turn this back around really quickly to the last segment. Last starting segment is the song that is currently stuck in your head, and mine is just Baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, because I just sung it when you were on the rescue mission for your little Baby Yoda figurine. So there's that.
The song that's stuck in my head is just the song that I was playing for the intro to stream, which is Always by Blink-182. So
Blink-182.
Yeah.
The true fan of Blink-182.
I've been on a Blink kick in like the last month. It's just been like a hardcore Blink kick. If you've been on, I mean, I'm always into Blink, but like especially lately, I've just been like, I don't know why, but I'm really vibing on it. So
Blink kick is a difficult thing to say.
Blink kick band name called
Blink kink.
Blink pink.
No, Blink kink.
That hurts my brain. Ow. I can't even say that.
Don't.
Oh, bless. Oh, God. I don't want to break anything. Hands off the keyboard.
Okay.
Ugh.
You wanted to tell me something, and you said that you're going to talk about it on the podcast, about the TwitchCon announcement.
Oh, no.
What is it?
Well, okay, so Twitch announced that they're going to be doing a virtual TwitchCon. I don't know if there's that much detail out about it just yet, but it's... I don't know how I feel about it, which is why I'm excited to talk about it with chat, because 90% of the fun of TwitchCon is going and meeting people. There's not really game releases or announcements that happen at TwitchCon outside of like Twitch announcements. So I don't really understand like what the point is, aside from they probably had a contract for a lot of merch and they're like, okay, we need to move it.
They probably had a contract with a bunch of like different companies for like presenting or giving them a spotlight or like a talking panel or whatever. Sure. That is probably why they are turning it around. But also, like, I would agree is that 80% reason for me going to TwitchCon last year and in 2018 was to meet people. It wasn't necessarily to like, oh, I want to go see that announcement or I want to see like that tournament live or whatever. I could have seen that online if I wanted to. Like, that's not my primary goal. My primary goal is to go and meet the people that I want to meet. And that's basically what the con part of the whole thing is. And that is the reason why I don't know if I'm going to be participating in a TwitchCon online at all.
That's fair. I don't know. I'm still going to kind of play it by ear, I think. I don't know if I'm going to participate too much in it. I know they're doing a Twitch Rivals event from what I've read. But... you know, it's interesting because the only thing I've really seen about the the digital TwitchCon is on a website I haven't ever been on before. It's called Creator Hype. But it's interesting. So they're apparently still doing cosplay contests that they usually do. They're doing Artist Alley, which I think Artist Alley was where we got those custom Sea of those custom Sea of Thieves things last time.
Like the skulls.
Yeah, the skulls and that like chain link bracelet that I had that I have no idea where it went because Coach really liked the sound of it, so he stole it from me at all times.
That's cats for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's super interesting that they're still going to try and do the Artist Alley and cosplay contests and stuff, so that'll be pretty cool. We'll see what kind of events they do. Maybe they'll do kind of like a Fortnite-esque thing where they have like a in-game concert on something. I don't know. Maybe like in-game like TwitchCon.
In-game venue.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be cool.
In Minecraft.
Set up a Minecraft venue. Yeah, exactly.
Imagine.
So looking at chat real quick, Grimmelkin says it's probably going to be interviews and panels, but definitely you're looking the human and socialization aspect of TwitchCon. Yeah, I figure it'd probably be a lot of interviews. I know PAX has been doing online PAX this past weekend. I don't know if they're still going with that, but it's interesting because they have a lot of the panels, but just streams that you can tune into, which is pretty cool.
Didn't they just announce it?
What? TwitchCon or PAX?
The PAX Online.
No, PAX Online was going down this weekend. I know because I watched some segments.
Oh, you meant you didn't know if it's still going?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still going. I can't remember if it was 3 days or a couple days. But I was watching it a little bit this weekend. Brie Marie says mine was 100% for hanging out with pals. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons I went to TwitchCon last year, was to hang out with the people that I've only chatted with, online, up until that point. So
that was, I think, our first time meeting up in person.
Yeah. Oh, that was how about we tell the story of how we first met in person? Because I was flying in, and I was actually working at the time.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah,
I was just trying to remember when that was.
Yeah,
I think I was so dazed from driving that.
Oh my god, dude, you drove so
kind
far.
Kind of blacked out.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But so I flew into LA. And the night before, and I stayed with a buddy, and then I was gonna take a bus down to LA, or to San Diego, and and the bus, I was supposed to be on the first bus, and for some reason it was delayed. I don't remember why, but the bus was delayed, and then they were like, nobody's getting on this bus. The next you're rescheduled for the next bus, which is in like 3 hours, and then I was talking to you and you were like, yeah, I'm just outside of LA. And I was like, you want to come pick me up from the bus station? Bless. So yeah, we ended up, no, you're good.
Oh God.
So he ended up grabbing me from the bus station. And I was like, all right, well, we were supposed to meet at the Airbnb, but this is easier. It works out. And now neither of us I don't have to be on a nasty bus and you don't have to drive alone. So perfect.
Yep. And then we also tried to pick up a package.
Oh yeah, your package was in Anaheim, but then it wasn't actually in Anaheim. Oh,
yep.
We should have just gone to Disney.
The package was my stickers that I never actually.
Oh, it was your business cards, wasn't it?
No, business cards.
Yeah, it was your business cards, I think. Because then you had
either business cards or stickers.
And you had them reroute the shipping to the Airbnb.
No. You remember what it was? It was you had your business cards.
Mm-hmm.
I had my heart stickers.
That's what it was. You're right. I just remember you rerouted them to the Airbnb, and then it didn't get delivered until like a week after.
Yep.
Good times.
And then they refused to reroute it again because.
Yeah, they were like, "All right, enough of you, kid."
And the only reason I needed them was to get them to TwitchCon to give to people.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
But now we know for next time. Get shit tons of stickers ahead of time. And then hand them out like candy. Grimalkin says, I'm in Europe, so going to TwitchCon US is a bit more complicated, but if I could ever go, it would definitely be to meet people that I've met through streams. Exactly. And I've always wondered about TwitchCon EU, how populated that is. I've obviously never been, because my first TwitchCon was last year. And I guess there's a lot of, obviously there's a lot of like Europe and that side of the world content creators. But I also feel like those content creators usually come to TwitchCon US as well. So I always wonder if they double dip or not in that regard. I don't know. Curious. Very curious about it.
I know that like in case, for example, if you take like VidCon, those audiences like on the YouTube platform, they overlap a lot more from region to region. So a lot of creators who go to the US VidCon would also go to Europe VidCon.
Okay.
A lot of the time. I'm not sure if that also applies to Twitch necessarily, because I feel like Twitch communities are a lot more like pocketed, if that makes sense. Yeah. As in, like, they're more local, where they tend to stick in the area where the streamer is native to.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is probably also true for European TwitchCon or Twitch and TwitchCon Europe, where they probably mostly have people from the European communities in there.
Next thing you know, they're going to do TwitchCon Canada, and it's just going to be Guy and Conrad and Geeksay and Kate, and they're all going to be like hanging out there and be like, yeah, this is Canada. Yeah. Here's some poutine.
Yeah.
That'll be it. It's just poutine and
if I was
out.
In Canada, poutine, if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't want to come to the US either.
Oh, bless. Yeah, every day I'm like, wow, moving to Canada sounds great. Just fantastic, especially if I kept my job, like the job I have now. I don't know how the legalities would work there based on my field, but if I kept my job and moved to Canada, because American money is like 1 million times Canadian money. So, it's what happens when
that holds up.
Your money is plastic and smells like maple syrup. No, I'm kidding. No, so the exchange rate is in favor of turning US dollars into Canadian dollars, and then
You're so American.
Yeah, well, don't say that loud, please, God.
For someone who also has UK heritage
and UK citizenship.
Well.
Shit. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, so the exchange rate is really favorable going from US to Canada, more so than going from Canada to US. It takes more Canadian dollars to the American dollar than it does. $1 US is $1.32 Canadian. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you. It's 130%. No, it's just a 30% bonus. Yeah, so 130% to exchange.
Yes, 132%.
Anyway. And he wrote
in that sense, going from any country to the United States is not beneficial, because the United States dollar is kind of the benchmark for all other currencies.
Yeah, so a lot of the time, yeah. No, you're
maybe not from the UK
right.
though.
No, UK is $1 is the general thought process. I'll check, but US dollar to pounds. $1 equals 78 cents in the UK. And then $1 is 0.84 euro, according to Grimmel. So
you just said $1 equals 78 cents. What does that mean? Is that 1 pound equals 78 cents?
No. $1 equals 78, I guess, pence is the word for it.
Okay.
So for every dollar you put in, you get
British change.
You get 3/4 of a pound, basically. British.
I'm so sorry for my terrible accent.
No, it's okay. And then for $1 you get 84 euro cents. I'm pretty sure is what they're called. But yeah, so it's definitely more favorable to go back to the US from Europe, but from Canada it's better to go to Canada from the US. So
okay,
exchange rate's neat.
That makes sense.
I used to want to be interested in doing forex exchange, like trading and exchange stuff.
You used to want to be interested?
Yeah, it's dude, forex is just oh god, my brain hurts. So
you wanted to be interested, but you actually weren't.
No, well, yes, because if you're
you were lying to yourself
a little bit. If you're good at doing forex trades, then you make a lot of money. That's pretty much it. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm not circling back to our original topic of online TwitchCon before we started talking about poutine and international exchanges. Apparently, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be participating because all of the announcements that they're going to be making at the TwitchCon online. Is probably something they're going to also post on their other media.
Yeah, like on their
afterwards.
Twitter.
So I don't really care sitting at an online event that is going to be going on forever, watching all of the uncut footage of it and hyping everybody up, as in I wake up at 3 p.m. and everything is already there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just I prefer the second option because I don't really care for that. My brain gets bored too quickly.
Yeah.
And when you are physically there, you're well, I don't really have a choice, do I?
You have to be
I'm just here
because you're sitting in a conference hall.
But when it's online, I'm not even sure. I'm not sure how much of a turnout they're going to be getting on this online event.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
I know that they're going to be doing it on Twitch, probably, most likely.
Right.
But I'm not sure what the turnout is going to be, just because I don't know how many people are going to be interested in online version of something that is supposed to be a con.
Yeah.
The central point of which is people meeting.
Well, so I guess there's two types of people that go to conventions, right? So there's the people that go for the panels and that sort of thing, and then there's the people that go for purely social interaction and goofing. Which there's always some overlap there, because I like panels a lot too, but a lot of the times I'm kind of well, do I really want to do the panel? Blah 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 blah. That sort of thing. I could go and I could hang out with this group of people, or I could go see the panel. So I think the online stuff is great for people who are really interested in watching panels and that sort of thing. Not so much for people who are just kind of yeah, I mean, I could take or leave panels. Which is kind of it's interesting that PAX has been doing online, because a lot of the times there are panels I want to watch at PAX and I can't get to them because you're stuck in, especially at East, you're stuck in a line that you've been in since you got there at 9 a.m. And it's I'm just about to get to play Animal Crossing for 10 minutes. So but the panel's in 30 and I'm 45 minutes down the line from playing for 10 minutes. So, and then inevitably, all of a sudden the line moves quick and you're oh, wow, cool. The panel doesn't start for another 20 minutes. I have time. Let's go. And then you go and the line is capped already. And it's so you kind of
the reason why it was moving fast is because it was being cut.
Exactly. But so it's it's one of those things where it's I dig it from that perspective, because now if there's something that I want to watch, I can guarantee that I want to watch it, or that I can watch it. I mean, so I can dig that. But there wasn't anything like that really at TwitchCon that I'm remembering. The only events we went to were J&J's Q&A, and then Fluck playing in Rivals. I don't remember any other events that we went to.
I didn't even go to that. I didn't even go to the Fluck Rivals thing.
That's true. No, you were with Jason at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was right before we had to leave.
Yeah.
So I had to get the car from the parking garage, so I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is there are very select things
the top clips
that I would want to see live, and I'm not sure what the exact breakdown is, But like if I went with my gut feeling is that the breakdown of people who are at TwitchCon or like visit TwitchCon purely for their panels and like other kind of content is probably lesser than people who are coming there for social interaction with people who they usually are interacting with online.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Personally, I mean, a lot of people for TwitchCon are there to network, right? So
yeah,
meet friends or network and grow your channel. So
yeah, that's what Fluck was there for.
Oh yeah, dude. You wind him up and you watch him go.
That guy,
He hustles hard, man. It's impressive.
He's like the like a wind up mechanism. He like somebody like winds him up from like the whole year before TwitchCon, and then at TwitchCon it just like all goes off. All of the wind up just exhausts in one 3-day period where he just like bounces around from person to person and makes connections all over the place.
He's like, yes, hello, let me shake your hand. I appreciate you. Let's talk. Boop, I'm over here. I'm talking to them, getting a brand deal. All right, boop, over here. Respawn by Razor. Give me that energy
trying to follow
drink.
Fluck is like you would cover the whole TwitchCon 3 times over.
Yeah.
Probably.
Dude, he just knows. And then there were, I'm not going to say that specific, the specific company, but then there is that one group that were like really.
Grayson didn't hesitate to.
No,
he
that's
just put
true.
everyone on blast.
Well, okay, because it's a good organization at its core, but the people that they had on the floor were not good people. Olive, please stop eating sound foam, please, for the love of God, please.
That's the jingling, the mysterious jingling that we're
the mysterious jingling is Olive walking in, going, "I'm going to eat this sound foam." But yeah, don't say it if you remember it. But there was a certain company / organization / upside down question mark that y'all don't need to know, and they aggressively guilted me into signing up to do something that at its core is a good thing to do, but they were like, well, you're gonna be doing, it's a special kind of stream, and they're like, well, you're gonna be streaming anyway, so you really don't want to like benefit this while you're doing it? Are you really that kind of person? Are you that selfish? And I was like, excuse me?
Okay.
Do you remember that?
You basically got bullied into charity.
Yeah, exactly. And then I didn't do the stream. I ghosted them. Which
I
feel
remember.
a little bit bad about. But
good news for you. I don't remember.
Yeah.
The company name.
No,
I guess I don't need to. So
no, they were like really aggressive about it, and I was really. I don't respond well to guilt trips. If you have like a earnest conversation with me, and it spell it out, sure. But like when you're like, you're gonna be doing it anyway, are you that much of an asshole? And I'm like,
I mean,
well, now I am.
It's just like it is a part of like probably them trying to get as many people to do it as possible, and
yeah, I get it. And then they make you feel like required to do
case.
it, but
it is just slimy.
Yeah, it's very slimy. It's stinky. It's like Olive. It's stinky.
She's a stinky lady.
Bless. But yeah, don't, if you have an idea of who it might be, don't say it in chat. Don't guess it. Just know. You know in your core what it was.
Yeah, Bree's saying that I also remember you telling us about this.
Y'all were there. Y'all were there for it.
Yeah, I don't remember what the company name was, nor do I want to.
Yeah. I do remember I never did the human claw game, and I really wanted to do the human claw game.
Oh, I remember that. I remember seeing it like at the end of the convention center.
Yeah.
Like looming in the distance. And you were like, I really want to go there.
Anytime I went, it was like the line was like a 2-hour cap. And I'm like, I'm not going to stand here for 2 hours to be dangled by my crotch to grab a prize.
Yeah. I think the thing that I said to you, sorry, I moved the camera a little bit.
You're good.
But the thing that I said to you, do you really want to be yanked by your crotch across the air or something like
exactly.
that? And it was like... I'm very perplexed at what you find interesting and entertaining.
I mean, so we did get our glass cubes from the HP booth.
Oh yeah, we did.
But
we played a bunch of different games.
Those games were fun. I had a good time playing those games.
They were. They're mostly like performance games. Like if you could think about like Simon Says and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically the type of games that those were.
My whole thing is like I'm interested in doing anything that is just like a total goof. It'd be like a funny story or like funny pictures to post. Like I'm into that. Let's do a goof. So I'll dangle there for the photo op and for the good time because I know I'm gonna laugh about it. And then you get a prize. Done. Okay, cool. But bless. Yeah. So the HP booth, they had a whole bunch of fun games. Are we just recanting TwitchCon 2019 at this point?
Kind of, a little bit. That's what it's turned into.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, we never have a concrete plan of what we're going to talk about, so it's normal. I mean, we can take a what?
Sorry, somebody just sent me a DM, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, we can make a break here and do our mid-podcast segment of Someone Said. If you have anything that you wanted to talk about, maybe. Because I have a piece here that I remembered recently because we were talking about something during like stream or during playing games, and I remembered that time when we were discussing our preferences for potatoes. Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
Yeah.
So whenever now I'm in a different apartment, but at the time when this happened, I used to live in my old apartment. But whenever I am at my computer, I would have my window open, just because I like the airflow going in and out. And the computer, like of any sizable power with any good internals, is going to produce a lot of heat. So you have to have some kind of airflow in your room, otherwise it's just gonna toast. It's gonna toast, and it's gonna turn into a sauna really quickly.
Yeah.
So I would have my window open, and my window would overlook like if you imagine like housing, like apartment complex. You imagine like buildings just like standing in a complex.
Yeah.
I'm really good at describing things, you know. Like you imagine those buildings standing like in a haphazard line, and there's like a little alley in between them that leads to a parking lot that's next to the apartment complex. Like my window was overlooking partially the parking lot and that little alley right next to the building. So one day we were sitting in Discord discussing stuff about potatoes or like our preferences of potatoes. And my window was open as per usual. So if anybody ever knew this about me, my preference of potatoes is I don't really like them unless they're insanely salted and insanely fried, which makes them almost not taste like potatoes. And any like most of other kinds of potatoes I just don't like. I don't like starchy things. I don't like I don't like potatoes texture, and I don't like its mushiness most of the time when you eat it.
It's fair.
So a lot of people disagree with me when I say I don't really like most French fries, except for McDonald's French fries, because theirs are literally pieces of crisped up potatoes that mostly are just crisp and salt.
Yep. I'm very much a crispy fry guy too. Like
so when fry guy. So and we were discussing this specific topic like pretty passionately one day. My window was open, and I very passionately and very loudly said, I really don't like French fries if I think about it. And then from the window, from the outside, there was a lady walking. I don't know where she was walking. I don't know why she was there. But the people in the Discord heard it too. And I hear through my window, through my microphone, through my monitoring, the lady scream, "Who the fuck doesn't like French fries?" So, random lady who was walking past my apartment building heard me through my window talking to my friends in Discord and saying I don't like French fries, and felt the need to scream, "Who the fuck doesn't like French fries?" so loud that I could hear it, the people in Discord could hear it, and probably the whole apartment complex could hear it.
It was so
and
funny.
now I was like, well, fuck.
It was so
being
funny.
judged, and I don't even know it.
I was crying. It was so funny.
It was insanely funny at the time, and it was just like, well, fucking great. Now I'm known as the French fry hater in the community. Now I'm gonna get like those letters.
fucking hates fries. Get a load of this guy. Get him out of here. Evict him. Get his lease. Sir, it says in the lease you have to like French fries, so get the fuck out. You're evicted.
It was the part of my lease contract, and it's just like
Your
just
shit's
get
on
me
the
fuck
curb.
out.
Get out of here, kid.
Oh my god.
God.
Hating potatoes equals a crime. But I was saying, like, imagine me getting like one of those ransom letters that are made with like little letters cut out of the magazines. the letter reads, "Fucking French fry hater, die." Like,
French fry hater,
getting
go
hate
home.
mail.
Oh my god.
That would be That's the main reason I moved, not because my roommate moved out. I was afraid that somebody's gonna reprimand me for hating French fries.
Good old French fry retribution. You got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Well,
yeah,
that's my piece of someone said. That was literally somebody not only said, somebody yelled in my direction because their love for French fries was so big that they couldn't stand anybody hating them.
I mean, honestly, it's a whole ass mood. I don't blame them at all. I'm mad at you about it. So maybe you should get your head out of your ass and like fries.
You know what? Go fuck yourself. With fries.
I'm out.
Scandal. The podcast is falling apart. I'm not here alone. Hi.
This podcast sponsored by Secret Labs Titan.
I thought you were gonna say this podcast sponsored by French fries.
That would have been better. Oh, that would have been funnier. I wish someone would love me as much as this lady loves fries. Oh, grim. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do love this.
Yeah, that was by Grimalkin.
Grimalkin.
89.
Hell yeah.
If I'm saying your name correctly.
Yeah, no, so I did get a new
anything?
chair. I got a new chair, that's it. I love this chair.
That's the someone said? Do you have anything that you ever overheard lately?
I'm sure I did, but my head hurts, so I can't think straight. I'm trying to think of something dumb that either I said. Oh, wait. No, I lost it. It was there for a second. Gone. Sorry.
Fair enough. If you think about it, just let us know.
Yeah. For sure.
I wanted really quickly maybe to talk about one thing that
No.
Okay. Well, this is going to be it for this podcast.
What's up?
We briefly mentioned TikTok in the beginning of this podcast.
I love TikToks.
Our podcast TikTok.
I prefer the cherry Coke flavor where it starts cherry and then
Toxic.
it goes down into Coke flavor. It's great.
Goes down into where?
So it's hard shell cherry, and then on the center it's like a soft shell cola flavored Tic Tac. It's really nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing that I've seen on this stream before that somebody said about this when I was also like talking about TikTok, and I don't remember like what the conversation was about.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I was like describing one of the TikToks that I saw, and somebody asked what side of TikTok is Scarfee on.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say that that question, I specifically wrote it down because I just wanted to talk about how TikTok is amazing.
Right.
Like, a lot of people compare it to Vine, but I feel like it kind of outgrown that territory, and it's kind of become its own completely like different, its own thing.
Yeah.
TikTok in itself has its own subcategories that are not official categories, but it just like is like by genre what videos you discover is what side quote unquote of TikTok it is. So I Yes, I am on potato TikTok. Gilligan, absolutely. Gilligan in chat said that I'm on potato TikTok, and that's absolutely true.
110% potato TikTok.
Yeah, if I open my For You page, most likely one of the TikToks that I'm gonna see is unsurprisingly gay TikTok, but also the other side of TikToks that I really like is story time TikToks, but like not the like shitty story times where they just like, well, yeah, so back in high school, I fell downhill and I scraped my knee. No, that's not like... In the part 20, she says, and then I went to the nurse and she said that could give me a Band-Aid. Like, you know, it's like not that side of the storytelling TikTok, but the other side of the storytelling TikTok in which they go above and fucking beyond, bitch, and they fucking edit the shit out of their TikToks, and it's hilarious. And when you listen to the most simple kind of story that could ever possibly occur to this person, and if anybody else told it, it would sound so boring. But then you watch their editing and their storytelling style, and it's just so entertaining, and you can't stop laughing. And that's like one of my favorite kind of things that I probably have ever seen on the internet, because you can't find that kind of stuff on YouTube. Like on YouTube, it's more like clear cut. There's more established genres on the platform, because
it's longer form content too.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're like on TikTok, you have to get creative to grab people's attention so they just don't scroll away. You know, it's so easy to just lose a viewer just because they decided, hey, this content is probably not something that I want to watch, so I'm just gonna scroll. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things that one of the sides, quote unquote, of TikTok that I'm on.
I can dig it.
One of the specific sides. I think I described it to Rahlyx before, but one of the sides of TikTok that I am on is one specific creator. And they post under the hashtag that says Hamantha. It's like the word ham and the word Samantha, but like one word. Right. So Hamantha. And the only kind of TikToks that this person makes is they take scenes from popular movies or like TV series, and they remake them. So in the end, the twist is always the same joke, is that the main character of the scene is wearing a trench coat, and then when they open it, a pile of hams falls out. The hell? So the twist of the whole video is that the whole time during that scene they were just a pile of hams in a trench coat.
That's so bizarre. I mean, I dig it, but that's so strange.
And
what
every
the hell?
single TikTok ends with them just dying laughing from that joke, and it never means anything, and it makes zero sense, but it's just the same thing every single time, and I love it.
I love that. That's hilarious.
And that's TikTok for you. And just like, you can find gems like this all over the platform, and I adore it. Yeah. And the other thing, one last little like honorable mention that I wanted to say is that aside of overly produced TikToks, as in like they are TikToks still, so they're like short form video content, like a minute and under, but they are like very overly produced. People shoot them with professional cameras. They like edit them in Premiere and then they upload it to TikTok. That kind of stuff. It is really, really interesting to watch. I can because on YouTube it's kind of expected. There is already like a platform for that. There's a niche where people do that kind of content, and they do a lot of like cinematographic content, and they do a lot of like really good cinematography. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I was just laughing at how you pronounce that. That's all.
Charlie Domino's Charlie
Pizza.
Domino's. Sorry, I'm reading Gilligan 98 in chat. Just said I'm my Charlie Domino's TikTok.
Yeah.
Gilligan, are you okay?
Okay, so
Do you need help?
There was an interesting question a little bit earlier on. Grimelkin asked, do you think Instagram Reels can compete with TikTok? I'm going to say just straight up from what I've seen, no. Instagram Reels, they don't push them very well. They show up as normal posts, so it is no different than just posting a normal post on Instagram. I've messed around with them a little bit.
App?
No, Instagram Reels is in Instagram.
Is it built in? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it just posts to your feed. And it's
their marketing made it seem like it's a separate app.
Yeah, and it kind of should be. Like, I think it should be. I think you should have the ability to post like from the Instagram app to the Instagram Reels app, but it needs to be a different platform because right now all of it is getting bogged down with the standard Instagram shit posting.
Yeah, they need separation.
Yeah,
like the stories kind of found their place eventually. Initially, they were kind of a little clumsy too because they didn't know where to put them initially, and they were kind of all over the place. Didn't stories originally also post as regular posts?
No, stories have always been up top. No? Yeah, they've always been up top.
I don't remember. Something tried to do posts as regular posts. I think it was YouTube. I don't remember. But
probably.
Oh yeah, YouTube tried to make the YouTube stories posts. They tried to put them into the community tab.
YouTube stories are the worst.
Yeah, the YouTube. I don't know why they even tried that.
They try so hard to make it a social media platform, and it's just not. It's a video platform. That's it. But,
yeah, they already failed in making Google Plus. Just move the fuck on.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
But
no, Bree's right though. Instagram ain't it. Instagram ain't it.
I agree with the notion that Reels need to be their own thing.
Yeah,
like they can. It's like Facebook and Instagram. Mm-hmm. Instagram can be a separate thing from Facebook, but it's still Facebook. Yeah, because it is owned by Facebook.
And by the way, if you don't know that, that's something important to know. Just because you uninstalled Facebook or just because you disallowed permissions to Facebook, they're still getting your information because you didn't disallow permissions to Instagram. Just as a heads up, if you like, I'm not gonna enable microphone permissions on my phone for Facebook because I don't want to listen to me, Facebook. But then you're like, I'm gonna post on my Instagram story, and then you post on your Instagram story, which you can't do without allowing your microphone. They're just, it's all going to the same place. And I don't disagree, Gil. Like, take my info, I can care less. They have everything already just by existing on the internet. Yeah,
that in the chat.
Yeah, Gilligan 98.
Yeah, I also have the same. I am of the same mindset, kind of.
See,
I was just like, I stopped trying because it doesn't, unless there is no in between with this. You either are going all out, all breaks out, and you just completely cut all the possible personal information output from yourself into the internet, and you just completely cut your identity from whatever you do online, or you just allow all of the information, because if you do it halfway, it just doesn't work. The information that you post somewhere will get everywhere eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have an account that is connected to your other accounts, or even not, it's just connected to your email, people are gonna find out through your email, through your account, who you are. Yeah, it's just they already will have some kind of information somewhere.
Where I'm at, the only reason I don't use TikTok is because TikTok is basically a keylogger. They access all of your saved passwords on your phone device, and the permissions that TikTok asks for are ridiculous. There's taking your information, and then there is like taking everything, and TikTok takes everything. So I uninstalled the app. I use TikTok in a browser if I'm going to use it. But that's where I'm with that. Everything else, I'm just like, it's not worth the effort. I'll turn off my mic for Instagram and Facebook just because I'm tired of targeted ads where I'll be like, yes, let me buy premium Jet Puff brand marshmallows. And then all of a sudden it's like, you like marshmallows? Shit! Let's get you some marshmallows, dude! And I'm like, okay, all right. But
Jesus Christ.
Like Chipmunk said. So anyway, go follow KiADHD on TikTok. Yep.
Absolutely, yes. The fact that we're bashing the platform doesn't mean that we're not going to use it.
Exactly. I'll bash every platform. I'm not afraid.
I use TikTok because I don't really care, and I went through my permissions on my Android, and I just disallowed anything that I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like if it blocks me from something, like okay, it's fine. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care. The only thing I do on there is just consume content. Like do whatever.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So yeah. And back to the Reels discussion is what I was trying to say is Reels can be its own separate thing, but with just like an easier access for someone who already has an existing Instagram account. So like if you for example, they could do like, if you already have an Instagram profile, first of all, everybody who follows you on Instagram is going to also automatically follow you on Reels.
Yeah.
But it's going to be still a separate platform.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be a direct link from your profile to your Reels account.
That'd be nice.
And then you can log in from your you can log into your Reels account with Instagram account. And that's all they need to do, but it has to be a separate app, because otherwise the Instagram app itself is becoming way too cluttered.
Yeah, there's too much happening on Instagram.
Yeah, and with their layout and with their functionality the way it is, the reason why I don't use Instagram mostly is because their design is so cluttered.
Yeah.
Like, you can't clearly get information from them.
The beauty of it, though, is you don't use Instagram and I don't use TikTok, but I use Instagram and you use TikTok, so it works out. We kind of have both sides of that covered. So,
yeah. You need to log into our Instagram more.
I haven't logged in once, I'll be real.
you need to connect to your fans.
That's what the OnlyFans is for.
Oh my god. Okay. And on that note.
No, I'm just kidding. Shall we do our InspireBot?
Yes. I was just gonna say, like, on that note, from our OnlyFans joint. We have a joint OnlyFans.
Stop.
Imagine keeping an ADHD on OnlyFans.
No. Oh my god.
Let's just grab the username just for fun.
I'm not. I'm good. You can do that. I don't need that link to my emails. Bless. Right. Okay, so I've got an InspireBot. It is a man. He is jumping off of a pier into a crisp blue lake with a beautiful scenic mountain behind him. And he is, maybe like 6, 7, 8 feet up in the air, and he's holding his feet back. And so he's like gonna pile drive the water with his knees, right? He's jumping in, all his buds are swimming with him, and the caption says, "The future is a lot like blackmail. Serious shit."
Oh my god. That InspireBot just went out on a limb with this one.
Yeah.
Mine is a lot simpler. It's just an egg in an egg holder with a wooden hammer in the motion above it. And the text next to it says, "Kick a moron."
Kick a moron. There we go. Hell yeah.
And that's about it. That's how we're going to end this episode.
Love it.
Kick a moron, everybody.
Kick a moron. Kick your local moron.
Don't actually kick anybody.
We're not, that's Please. Assault. Don't do that, all right?
We're not condoning
violence. We're not advocating for that. We're not liable for anyone you
metaphorically kick a moron.
Exactly.
As in, like, maybe, like, tell them off.
Own them on
don't
Facebook.
Kick anybody.
Yeah, but don't.
I don't think you can own anybody on Facebook. They're
actually,
too far up their own ass.
Chipmunk's right. Social distance. Don't kick anybody. Just kick people through the internet. All right, pals. All right. Well, that'll wrap up the podcast today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.